This program is brought to you by Community Trust Bank, Medical City, Bid Select, and the Neely School of Business at TCU. Welcome to Platforms, the life-lifting news program for women. Now, here's your host, Shivaun Palmer.
Welcome back, everybody, to Platforms. This is Shivaun Palmer. I'm continuing my conversation with Ambassador Saeed Jawad. He is the Afghan ambassador to the United States. This has been a fascinating conversation. Ambassador, in this last segment, I wanted to talk to you. Off camera, you were telling me that your wife, who is formerly a financial analyst, is now very much involved in establishing orphanages over in Afghanistan. Tell us about that.
Yes, she is the founder and the president of a foundation called Ayinda Foundation, which means future. She's building orphanages in Afghanistan that provides not only education and nutrition, but also professional trainings and job skills. She's doing a great job, actually, to truly take care of a generation of Afghans that's been neglected. We have a lot of widows and orphans in Afghanistan because of the many years of war and violence, and the government does not have all the means to look after that, and she's been fortunate to have the support of many good friends here in the United States, and with the donations coming from the private sources here from the U.S. She's doing a tremendous job of building these facilities for Afghan.
With access to mobile phones and so forth, and the people with the internet now, how has the access to the internet impacted the people of Afghanistan? And do they have free access? Is it government controlled, or do they have free access to all the information on the internet?
No, there is no government control whatsoever on the internet, contrary to the region, actually. And we have, as part of the building the roads in Afghanistan, we also laid fiber optics throughout the country. So the availability of the internet services is much better, actually, in the neighboring countries of Afghanistan, and the prices is dropping. So that's a tremendous progress that's being made. The challenge sometimes is the lack of availability of electricity, but people are just making up. I've seen in many areas where they're running their computers with generators or car batteries and things like that. So people are improvising, finding ways of getting connected with the rest of the world.
Oh, that's beautiful. Now, you live in Washington, D.C. currently. Have you found that you've had many years over here in the United States that you live in two very separate worlds, that living in one of the most affluent countries in the world and then going back to your home country, which you dearly love, what kind of perspective has that given you in terms of your hopes and dreams for Afghanistan?
As a human being, we all have same dreams.
Right.
If people would rather have a decent life, people would rather have their children to go to school, and women, and especially in Afghanistan, would like to have access to basic health care. So the more I see different parts of the world, the more I realize how similar the wishes and the demands of us as human beings are. We all want a certain degree of safety and security and prosperity for us and our family. So the demands of the Afghan peoples are not so much different. The means are different. They don't have all the necessary means, but as vision, as the dream, we're very similar. That's a common human demand.
Right, absolutely. And just closing, going back to the recent discovery of $1 trillion, what is your government's response to that at this point, and working with the United States and other countries and kind of tapping into that tremendous amount of resources, minerals and so forth? How do you see that moving your country further along in the coming years?
We see that to change really Afghanistan. These are paradigm shift for the future of Afghanistan. We are making sure that the tender process, the bidding process, and others are very transparent, so that every Afghan will benefit from that. And we are actively seeking investment by especially Western countries. We just, next week, we're going to have a major roadshow in London to promote these mineral wealths of Afghanistan, to get more investment from Europe and the United States. It's important for us to make sure that the tender process, the bidding process, is very transparent, and it's very important for us to see more American and European companies to come in and invest the way they are investing in Afghanistan by sending their sons and daughters. We are very much grateful for those soldiers who are coming to Afghanistan, fighting for us, fighting for you. At the end of the day, fighting for a better world, for the safety of our children, for the safety of our future. This is also investing in Afghanistan wealth in minerals. It's also an investment in world peace and safety and security.
And just to close, Your Excellency, this wonderful program, the Institute for the Economic Empowerment of Women, Peace Through Business, you have 7 very talented women entrepreneurs from Afghanistan on this program. Do you believe that peace can be achieved through business?
Certainly. Well, what these women are learning here, it's really the most updated business skills. They will get paired and connected with their mentors here in the United States, and that will help also further strengthen bridges of understanding between two nations. They're not actually becoming better business leaders in Afghanistan, but also they put a face on the misery, on the hopes of the Afghan people, and vice versa. There will be a better understanding of America and American culture when people go back. Because, as you know, this is the amount of the philanthropy that takes place in the United States is tremendous. People are giving billions of dollars to help other human beings all over the world. But that story is not getting out so much.
Right.
There's a lot of misinformation and disinformation about the United States too, especially in the Middle East and Afghanistan, that part of the world. This is the best opportunity for these two nations to get closer, to know each other and to help each other.
Well, that's very interesting. With the troops on the ground there, did you find initially that the people were very, very frightened of the U.S. troops, that with that misinformation, there's a lot of fear and anxiety and that they're the enemy, essentially?
No, actually, because of during the Soviet invasion, so the Afghans have always considered Americans as friends who will come to help. But initially, the idea was that the American troops have come to just fight some foreign terrorists in Afghanistan, and they really don't get involved so much in helping the Afghan people. But this is changing. The Afghans are more and more realizing that the purpose of these troops are also to help the safety and security of the Afghans, not necessarily just to fight bad guys who are causing trouble for Afghanistan, the region, and the world.
Well, Your Excellency, it's been an absolute honor having you on this program. I appreciate it so much, and best of luck with your trip to London, and it's been an honor.
Thank you very much. Great being here, and I appreciate it very much.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Shivaun Palmer with Platforms, a life-lifting news program for women. We'll be back in a moment.